One look at our AI watch list, and you will have seen that there was a ton of blood today. I wanted to talk about what it is that I do on red days and what you should probably be doing as well. My name is FOMO. I trade Solana meme coins, and I'm learning the rest as I go and sharing it with you. Before we dive in, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. If you'd like to keep up to date with what I'm up to, feel free to join my Telegram channel, follow me on X, and all of that fun stuff. Now, we did do a little bit of gambling today. We hit a 10x on just a mid guy, which is great. That was a nice cook. The way that I found that one was through my wallet tracker. I'll have a link to that in the description of the video below. But I got notified of multi-buys, so multiple wallets that we track here in the smart money tracker bought mid guy. So 3 wallets bought mid guy in the last hour. They bought them at 800k market cap, 100k, and 58k. So actually the first notification we got was this one when 2 wallets bought, one at 100, one at 40. And then I went over to the Gambles channel and I shared it right away. So as you can see again, I just dropped the CA, I dropped the notification literally within the same minute. And you guys ate because I round tripped this because I was taking care of my children. But that was just one of a few cooks that people were able to get to today. So again, the link to that's going to be in the video description, as well as the other tools that we're going to talk about here. So the first tool is going to be GateKept. So I've talked about this quite a few times. There is a free and a pro version. The features we're mainly going to be talking about are the free ones, but the pro version is great. It gives you an unfair advantage to what's going on the blockchain. You have this handy dandy dashboard that lets you know what insiders are buying right now. You can kind of switch between quality tokens and degen tokens, and you can see that a lot of people are accumulating chaos just by 1 BTC. Tau, a lot of people are buying that. AI16Z, chill guy. So you just get a feed that kind of lets you know what it is that insiders are actively purchasing. So 2 hours ago, it looks like a lot of insiders are trying to front run the emoji folio revamp, which seemed very promising with this Lightning Bolt first Bitcoin cult token, but unfortunately, it did tank quite a bit, but that's okay. Hopefully, it comes back. I still got dust in it, but yeah, that's just how it goes in the trenches. But yeah, GateKept is great. It gives you this dashboard here. This is for the pro version. If you want to sign up, I'll leave the link to that in the Notion doc that I'll attach to this video as well. I don't have a video title, but it'll have the filter and it'll have a link to GateKept right there for you, as well as this screen. This will be my filters that I'm sharing with you guys for a platform called Defined.fi. And essentially what this is, it's like Dex Screener, but without all the other garbage that you typically see. I'm waiting for them to enable shareable watch lists so I can share that with you guys. And we'll just make the full switch over to Dex Screener, because right now when you log in, there's just all these random tokens that are just paying for advertising to be at the top. So it's just really hard to switch between what's garbage and what's legit. But here with Defined, it's a lot more organic. No one can pay to be at the top. But I have these custom filters enabled for you guys to see what it is that we're about to do. So what I want to know is what got a lot of volume in the last 24 hours, and the token age is the last 12 hours. So I want to see what the trenches have been cooking up in the last 12 hours, what has had the most volume. And I just want to see, like, for example, I got in this one, I round tripped it. I got in mid guy, I round tripped it as well. So I round tripped to, oh, Scarface, I got in that one too. I round tripped that as well. So I think it's a skill issue at that point too, as to why I didn't profit today. But anyway, those did really well. Realis, I completely was sidelined on this one. Hawk, I completely just ignored this launch because it just everyone was anticipating it to not do that well. And then Tua, straight Tua prison. I missed this one as well. I went ran up to 10 million. I think it might flip Hawk Tua actually. That'd be crazy if it does. Like the flip the official token. But yeah, the reason I have these filters is to kind of give you a daily recap of what did well in the trenches in the last 12 hours, and you can easily see it. And again, I'll have a link to these filters here. Just go ahead and click there, and you should see a screen like this so you can look at daily. But what I want to do is find out who cooked in the last 12 hours on these different tokens. And we're going to use GateKept in order to do that. So when you sign into GateKept on the left side, there's this little menu to open up the multi-token search. The multi-token search allows you to find top traders between or across various different contract addresses. And it's just a matter of going to define, copying the CA for tokens you want to look at. So let's say you want to copy this one, you would paste it in the field here. You would go ahead and copy Tua. You would go ahead and copy the other CAs and just input it here and continue adding it until you hit the 5 CA cap. And then once you click on find matching traders, it'll open up a page that looks like this. So we're trying to find top traders that are in any two or more of these. So the Lightning Bolt, Midguy, Degen AI, Realis, Tua, those all did well today. And it's kind of just a combination of the two, right? So here we have a top trader that was in Tua and Degen AI, someone that got into Tua and Realis, someone that got into Tua and the Lightning Bolt, Tua and the Lightning Bolt, Tua and Degen AI, Tua and Realis, Tua the Lightning Bolt. So no one got into all of these, and that's fine. But it's just a matter of finding wallets that maybe hit all of them or maybe hit a few of them. And that's always a good sign because those are people that are, really locked in and are really paying attention to what's going on in terms of volume and narratives, especially, with Tua and the Lightning. I feel like Tua was something like you had to be there to get in on it. Same thing with the Lightning Bolt. You had to be there for when Bitcoin hit 100K. But if you find, a few of these wallets that hit narrative driven plays, even if it's just two of them, we can copy their wallet address and go over to another platform called GMGN and kind of suss out their win rates, suss out the wallet that kind of see if they gamble a lot, things like that, and we'll cover that right now with GMGN. So we copied the wallet address. Just add this to a tab here. So we'll go. Actually, let's do something a little different. We'll actually adjust our screen a bit so we can look at it all side by side. So yeah, first step is to go ahead and grab all the CAs, put it into GateKept, into the token to find the top traders. Then you'll have them over here. So we're going to go ahead and copy this number 5 address. Go and paste it over here. Let's actually make this a little bit smaller just so that it can all fit. Paste it here. So this wallet has a 30% win rate. This might not be an active wallet. So he hit Tor. Yeah, so he lost money on there. So let's actually move on to the different one, AARB. Gonna same thing, paste in the address. This guy has lost money in the last 30 days, but let's see how he did in the last week. He lost money as well, so probably not a good wallet to track. And considering his losses are pretty big, like 15K, 10K, 10K, that's little to no risk management there. So we'll try this one, EVB. So they're doing great at identifying narratives, but they're not doing great with taking profit and also risk management. So, losing $2,000 here, 700 there, losing $500 there, that's not too bad. So you made 11K on the lightning bolt emoji. Sachki, he made 5 grand. Tua, he made 5 grand. Tua, whatever that is, made $700. So think this is a fairly new wallet. Hasn't really been active, but they're crushing it already. Um, in terms of the few trades it's actually entered. So this might be something worth. This might be a wallet worth keeping track of, just because they're new and they're crushing it right out of the gate. With just the very few trades that they've entered in. So we could go ahead and follow that wallet here in GMGN. But what I'm actually going to do is add this wallet to our wallet tracker as well. So we'll just call this new trader crushing narratives. Cool. So when we hit follow, we now follow this wallet here, new trader crushing narratives. So when we go to our activity, we'll be able to see all the activity from the different wallets that we're following here. So yeah, it's always a pretty cool tool to have everything just built into one, like they do with GMGN. So we'll go ahead and scroll up. We'll check out this one, JD1D. We'll check out this one as well, see if anyone caught Realis and Tua. This guy lost money in the last 30 days. Let's see if he made money in the last 7. Nope, they're just losing money. So we'll go ahead and copy this wallet, paste this here. Okay, so he has a 100% win rate, 94% win rate. Let's just make sure it's not a bot. No, looks like they're just a trader. Um, and then we'll go to recent P&L. Yeah, so they don't lose much. 3 grand here, 1,000 there, 600 here. That's promising. Profit wise, Fuji, I don't know what that is. Sender, I don't know what that is. Your mom, that was during the BTC meta. Realis, they cooked on that. 3AC, I'm not sure what that is. Sammy, they cooked on that. Axe, they cooked on. Chaos. Okay, so they're doing decent. Um, these different narratives. No land. This wallet's okay. Unrealized, that's the kicker there. They're in Plankton. I think they. Oops. Yeah, the unrealized profits what messed him up a bit. Yeah, he front ran everybody with this token here. Yeah, I think this one's okay to follow, so we'll go ahead and follow that one. Then let's check out this one. And yeah, it's just a matter of rinse and repeating the process and trying to find some different wallets. So this is a bot, so I'm not even gonna pay attention to that one. Let's check out this one. Some has lost money recently, so I'm not gonna pay attention to that one. So Tua might have not been an obvious token to buy because it was like a beta play to like the official Hawk Tua token. So we'll kind of switch over from finding people who are in Hawk Tua or Tua straight to a prison because that's like a narrative driven one to more volume and narrative based in a way. So Realis and the Lightning Bolt. So let's see who cooked on that one. So 46% win rate with this one. He made 100K in the last 30 days, 100K in the last 7 days. So it's like he's fairly new, has been crushing it. He lost money on ALK, and to be honest, that just shows me that he's an impatient trader, not someone who knows TA or understands that, you know, price does go down eventually. Those are just things that you kind of just learn along the way. Because I mean, as you know, like I'm super into AI and I understand, the narratives that are behind these different AI tokens. So same thing with Basket, UBC. So that this is an impatient trader, just someone who doesn't really understand AI. They mainly trade off of volume, which is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Um, because I miss out on a lot of these like volume driven plays. So Chainsaw, for example, I was completely sidelined on this, but it looks like this guy crushed it. He bought $1,800 worth and made 40K. Realis, he bought 11K. He's made 19. He's realized 19. He has 11K unrealized. He got in on port. He did like a quick little swing trade. Got in early on the lightning bolt. Early on Jester. So he was on top of the BTC movement for sure. He bought both chainsaw tokens to avoid PvP. So kudos to him. So yeah, this is a pretty good wallet that understands narratives and unrealized profit. Yeah, so he hasn't really round tripped much. Realis, he still has that 12K moon bag. So yeah, this is a good wallet. I would follow this one. Um, I would just call this one, doesn't understand AI, but understands narratives. And that's what we'll call that one. So again, it's kind of hard to piece together people's thought processes behind trading. But once you do this enough, you can kind of build a story around these trades yourself. Because again, like Alk, like for everyone that knows me or is bullish on AI, you know that Alk is definitely not, gonna stop here at where he sold the bottom at like 37, and that was probably the local bottom. It ripped to like 50 again, and now it's hanging around 46. So um, great trader in terms of making profit on narratives that they understand, like Chainsaw. That was more like I don't know if it was more political focused, but Port, he saw that it was good tech, or he just saw the volume. So not really understanding the narratives behind these AI tokens, but more so following the money at the end of the day is what this guy is doing, from my understanding. So let's check out this wallet here. So this wallet's made 300K in the last week, $4 million in the last 30 days. That's insane. So yeah, he's pretty active in terms of what he's trading on. And then we can look at his recent P&L. He made 200K on Overseer, Eliza, Nero Boss, Ass, Blob, Punk. Yeah, so this guy's crushing it. Um, as far as losses go, nothing too crazy compared to his port size. Um, when you see wallets that do, six figure profits in terms of like realization or even unrealized, and you see that their losses, they have one 15K loss and the rest of the losses are like 1 to 5 grand. I don't think this is a bad thing. This shows us that he trades narratives and understands what it is that he's buying, and he's managing his risk properly. Obviously, with Pamper, I don't know what happened, why he spent so much money on it. Bouncy, that was a narrative as well that just wasn't that strong. This is like the first Mudang token that got deployed or whatever. But yeah, I think this is a great wallet, and I'm actually already following this one. So yeah, he caught Realis and mid guy. So let's see another wallet that caught Realis and a lightning bolt. Go ahead and paste that. So this wallet made $71,000 in the last 30 days, made 58K in the last 7. So the bulk of his profit came this past week, or it's a new wallet. Um, Judging by the transactions, it sounds like it is a newer wallet. So let's go ahead and look at his realized profit. He probably bought the top of Saga DAO. Um, yeah, FOMO'd into it, bought same thing. He bought the top. Zen. He bought the top of Zen. So I don't think this is necessarily a trader we should follow, even though he did hit UBC, Father, Zen, the other Zen, News, Chainsaw, Shizo, Reala. So he hit some good ones, but I think these losses, like you can't afford to follow traders that shoot blanks like this, especially with these 15, 12, 10. That's like, you know 40, $50,000 that he lost just straight up gambling or straight up trying to follow a narrative. And I get we all mess up, but um yeah, I wouldn't recommend following this one just based off of how it's been going for him. So when you're following wallets, it's not a matter of following the final number. It's a matter of following people who are smarter than you or really understand what it is that they're doing so that you can kind of follow in their footsteps in that sense as well. So let's see this one. So yeah, again, 30-day P&L is phenomenal, and knowing that he's only lost a couple $1,000 here, a couple $1,000 there, this feels like it's gonna be a wallet that's comfortable to follow. Made 50K off of Ava. Don't know what that is. Snowball, I don't. Oh, that's that one mascot for X or whatever. He made money off of Mid Guy. Made money on Biao, Realis. So the majority of these tokens, I have no idea what they are. So I'm gonna skip this wallet. And when that happens, when you see people ape into or have mad profits on tokens that like die, like they just flatline at the end of the day, a lot of these people come from, alpha chats or they're trading solo, and they're buying these because they know something, but at the end of the day, it's not the profits that they're making. They're making profits off of tokens that just aren't going to stick around for the long term. So those are other things you kind of have to kind of judge on your own and figure out like, hey, is this a wallet I want to follow for the long term, even though they're kind of just buying pump and dumps. So um, I think this one's decent to follow just because it looks like they understand managing their losses and their risk, managing their risk pretty good because they only lose $1,000 to $4,000 on trades, and they're bringing in, consistent five-figure P&Ls. So it's worth following, I would say, actually, just because, again, they know how to manage their risk, and that's way more important than anything else, in my opinion. A lot of transactions in the last 30 days, so they buy a lot of pump funds, I feel. So those are the things you kind of look at to kind of gauge. We'll look at one more, and then I pretty sure that that's it on wallet tracking and just like my thought process behind it. Um, so this wallet again does pretty good with risk management. All things considered, he's made millions, but he's only losing, you know, 4 to 1,000, thousand, 2,000, $4,000 on these trades, which is great. He crushed it on Kith, Irony Man, Father, Snowball, Shitcoin, Let Him Cook, the Lightning Bolt from today, Chainsaw, Leonard. So a lot of these are narratives or just like high volume coins, like Overseer and Maestro. They ripped right out the gate. Sully, Hyper. Yeah, this is a good wallet to follow, I would say, just because it's been getting a lot of the runners like Drick. You got Drick, Chonk. Um, yeah, he's caught a lot of. Yeah, so we'll shoot him a follow. Go ahead and copy this. And we'll also add this one to our wallet tracker here, SMT Smart Money Tracker. We'll add him to. He does a lot of transactions, so we'll just add him to Trenchers. Add. Let's just say 47% win rate, 1.6 million profit. Cool. So we added that wallet over here. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and add these other wallets that I added here to the Telegram group. If you're not in it, I'll have a link to that in the description below. But yeah, essentially the workflow when it's a slow day and you want to find new wallets to track, or you want to find people who hit narratives that you missed out on, the sweet combination is going to defined using the filters I kind of laid out and using GMGN to suss out the wallets that you find from GateKept after tapping in those different contract addresses to find the top traders across those tokens. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. and I'll see you in the next one.